So welcome to Kundalini. We're working with the instinctual self today. So got some unique abilities to use our awareness in ways that go beyond our emotions, right? Sometimes we get triggered by something and we feel it in our body and I'm activated, but I can also, let me take a breath, pause and see what's real, what's like my mind making things up, right? Like seeing something in a dark garage and thinking it's like a snake or something, but you turn on the light and it's a rope. So the instinctual self would immediately sort of like get the hairs standing up and maybe go into action. Your body is triggered. Oh, let's make some room for our friends. Hi, everyone. Come on in. Good morning. Welcome. Hi. Good morning. So, any newbies to Kundalini, first timers? Some. And y'all, you too? Yay, welcome. Okay. Kudos to you for trying something new today. It's going to be great for your brain. I'm going to pull up a little bit if you scoot forward. Yeah, so Kundalini yoga is often called the yoga of awareness. So I was just talking about the instinctual self, that sort of like animal nature that springs into action. But as conscious, awakened beings or on the path to that, we have the ability to sort of take a breath, stop, observe, assess the situation from a place of knowledge or wisdom or experience and memory versus the imprint of animal memory that we also carry. So we'll start with a little meditation. Just take a comfortable seat and you're welcome to close your eyes. Receive this space to sort of stretch out your presence, your awareness. Observing yourself from inside and receiving some breaths to contact what is there this morning. So we can be with what is without needing to change or fix. Notice in the body, the breath can move into tight spaces. Receiving a big inhale, filling up your belly, letting your lungs expand, your chest lift. Exhale through the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. Big spacious inhale. Relaxed, complete exhale. This newfound energy. Just observe the breath coming in, filling up the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, and hold the breath at the top for a moment. And then let it go, empty out, fully drawing the navel towards the spine. Hold it out for a moment. And then again, breathing in. Suspending the breath. And breathing out. Suspending the breath out. I just want you to know that Sarah is here today to take some little bit of video for us to promote the class. So She'll be discreet, and if you don't want to be filmed, just let her know. You can raise your hand. So we'll tune in. You can bring the palms together, rub the hands. We start every Kundalini class with sound, and this helps to unify our energy and also to personally link us up to the creative flow or energetic thread that runs through all of life, that triggers the blooming of the flowers and the knowing of the animals, what to do and how to do it. And that mantra is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. So I bow to the creative consciousness and also express gratitude and honor to all of the guides in my life. Could be my ancestors, my grandparents, my parents, my friends, my teachers. Bring your hands right in front of heart center, just a slight bit apart. Feel the energy between the palms. Take a moment to connect to that creative force. That's the rhythm of your life. And to all of those guides, those helpers along that journey of life that have given you a hand. Calling them in to connect. Gratitude is often such a powerful gateway to receive further guidance and help. Bring the palms together and then press your thumbs into your heart. Lift your spine, your heart a little bit higher. So if you're new to this, you can just listen, pop in whenever you feel ready. So that sound current isn't just experienced outside of you, but within you. Your own voice is such an important part of this experience. So hearing your voice. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Exhale all the breath out. And then big breath in to tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Guru Dev Namo. Om Beautiful. Big inhale. Hold the breath at the top, suspending in this silence. And then exhale, let it go. So the second mantra is called the Mangala Charan mantra. Mangala means auspicious. So as we move through these practices, a lot of energy can get stirred up. So this is a mantra to keep us rooted in wisdom, in guidance and protection of our energy, our unique boundaries, and sort of having that experience in a contained and grounded way. So the mantra is Ad Guriname, the primal wisdom, Jugat Guriname, the universal wisdom, Sat Guriname, the wisdom that is eternal and true, And Siddhi Buddhadeva Name, the wisdom that comes through mastery, through commitment of your life and your practices, your dharma. So as we chant, you can envision these pillars of light surrounding you in all four directions, in the three phases of time, placing you here now fully. And again, if it's new, you're welcome to hop in whenever you like. If you don't know the words perfectly, that's okay. Just kind of feel it out. Big breath in. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Big breath in. And let it go. So we'll start with some breath work. Just kind of kick up the energy. This is called Ego Eradicator. It's a really nice practice to do first thing in the morning, kind of get you tuned up and tuned also to the resonance of your heart. So that magnet has a frequency, right? The heartbeat has an energetic frequency. Sometimes it gets dampened and the brain takes over the mind. We're like really up here. So we want to get into the body and then move the energy from the body, from that resonant field out. So we kind of get contained in that, and that carries us in a sense. Fingers curl in, thumb stretch out, and then bring your arms out to about 60 degrees. So nice big open arms, and close your eyes. Feel that for a moment. What does that feel like in your body to be expanded like this? Right? To sort of take up space and use that energy within. Move it in the ways that allow your energy to be experienced, because it is a gift. The world needs it. So with your eyes closed, now look upwards as if you were looking through the top of your head through a little window up there. Keep that gaze up, and we'll start breath of fire, which is a rapid inhale, exhale through the nose. And you're kind of sniffing the breath, finding your own pulse, your own pace. It's okay if it's a little slower or faster than your neighbor. Just find your rhythm. That's so much of this practice, is reorienting to a nice steady rhythm that is self-generated, not necessarily world generated, which can be a little off-putting sometimes if we're too tuned into what's happening out there and throw us off our game. So just kind of tapping back into your rhythm. Keep that going. You're doing so good. Trusting that intelligence of your breath to start moving things. Any blockages held in your body or in your emotional body or your mental body starts to move, to be excavated in a sense and transformed by the energy of your breath. And we're here for another 3, 2, 1. Big breath in, stretch your arms overhead, thumb tips touch. Fingers reach up to the ceiling, hold, stretch your spine tall, lift your pelvic floor, almost as if to lock this energy in the body. And then exhale, slowly float your arms out and down to spread that energy around you, ground it back into your body, back into contact with the earth. Imagine Mother Earth under your fingertips, and soft moss or sand, just reintegrating with that native frequency. All right, and then come onto your hands and knees. Start to move the body and the spine. And let your hips sway, your ribs stretch side to side, any way that feels good to move here. Start to just connect to what your body is wanting to move and express and release. You can start to cat-cow when you feel ready to. And as you begin your cat-cows, link them up to a time signature. So inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, stretching the opposite direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So slowing down, giving your body the chance to really feel that full deep breath. You can keep your eyes closed here, really staying dropped in to that inner experience. And you are a whole and complete being. May all these practices and moments of contact with yourself remind you of that and have an embodied experience of that. This mantra is actually expressing that very truth. Purna means full. Purnima, the full moon. And the Purna is that we are actually whole and complete beings that are part and parcels of the whole and complete creation, a whole and complete source. So just a little macro and microcosm. And start to move a little bit more rhythmically in your cat-cow, inhaling and exhaling through the nose powerfully. So again, there's a sense of rhythm, of pulse. And now we're moving that through the central channel of the spine, connecting the sort of instinctual self that lives in the lower 3 chakras, the material animal body, and then the intuitive self that lives in the upper chakras and moves from the heart up and out. So the two can communicate and really be in partnership, not one better than the other, but really working together. So my body, when it knows something's off, my mind can maybe take heed of that. Or my wisdom is like, okay, this is a pattern. I know this is my place of work. Then it can send that and soften the body. Allow the body to receive stability and grounding from that wisdom, from that intelligence. Okay, last few seconds, move a little bit faster. And shaking off any heavy energy, relax through the head and neck. And slowing down. Take a big breath, inhale, stretch your heart forward, tailbone up, chin up, hold the breath and cow here. Stretching, expanding into new spaces, new energy. Exhale, round out the spine, empty everything out. Cat, push through the hands, the arms, the upper back, hold the breath out, grounding into your body, into sort of wisdom of simplicity. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, relax your hips back into child's pose, forehead down. You can bring your palms to touch, grounding into this further balance, inviting the brain to kind of connect left and right hemispheres. So really creating this balance between the instinctual self and the intuitive self is our work today and our journey. And taking a moment to anchor into an intention. It can be a one word or an energy feeling in your body. Sometimes it feels like even though I have a goal in mind, life takes me off and it feels like I'm not in control. So allowing that to just be anchored here in an intention where we may have to surrender to an external circumstance, but I can anchor into that inner space and stay connected to what I like my experience ultimately to communicate both internally and externally. So when you're feeling ready, start to rise up into a down dog, and we'll start to just kind of move the body a little more, stretching out the legs. You can pedal the heels. Deep breath in, lift the heels all the way up, both to the ceiling, and then exhale, drop them towards the ground, towards the mat. Slight bend in your knees, dropping your chest towards your thighs, lifting through the sits bones. Spreading the fingers, anchoring down. Feel the weight of your head. Just let that neck soften, traction out. And then begin to walk your feet forward towards the front of your mat. Coming into a standing forward bend, feet slightly hips width. Outer edges of your feet lined up. Slight bend in the knees here. If that's helpful to release that low back, the mid back. Inhale, lengthen your spine into a flat back. Exhale, soften, fold forward. 2 more times. Inhale, flat back, hips over heels, heart forward, shoulders soften down. Exhale, let it go. 1 more. Inhale, flat back. And then here, exhale, hands to hips, rise up to stand. Find the front of your mat. We'll take a few sun salutes here. Head to heart center. Root down, lift the head, the crown, chin slightly in. Feel that entire being of yours activate. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Lengthen, exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank, stepping back. Pause and plank for the first round here, lifting the heart, thighs, lift through the gaze. Exhale when you're ready, lower down, however you'd like. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 deep breaths here. Good. Right, next inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or hop your feet forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, let it go, hold. Push through the feet. Inhale, stretch the arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath, feel what's shifted here. Receive it. And then again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it go. Hold forward, inhale, flat back. Exhale, back to plank and lower down. Nice long breath out. Elbows hug the ribs. Inhale, cobra. Lift from the belly, the heart. Exhale, down dog. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Push down to rise up. Exhale, 2. 1 more. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk or hop the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Push through the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause, ground. And again, last one. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, releasing forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank and lower down. Dog, exhale, down dog, roll through the feet, the navel steady. Okay, next breath in. I'm gonna lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or hop the feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, so this is where it gets a little different. We're just going to move very freely. I'm gonna bring like a not yoga song into this space. So you can close your eyes. This is just dance. Move completely non-linear. What do you hear? This is an opportunity for you to connect to your listening and reestablishing that rhythm in your body that is yours. Everyone's going to hear something different in a song that their body responds to. Just dance it out. Your body talk and move freely. Okay, now we're gonna start to tap the body. Every square inch, your thighs, your legs, your feet. Backs of your knees. Lower belly, your butt. All over travel, touch all of your body. Armpits. Shoulders. Loving taps here. Okay, and then wiggle around again, shake it out. Noise. Okay, we're gonna slap the floor. So you're down. And we're gonna hit the floor with the mantra. Hug. 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 Good. Hug. 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 Good. Get out any anger, any frustration, anyone that's tried to silence you. Express it. Hug. 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 Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Come back up. And we're going to move again, but a little bit more tuned in. So again, you can keep your eyes closed, move any which way. You can stay low if you want. No one's watching, no one's judging. You're free here. Free to be totally connected to what you feel, what you hear. Deep breaths. Who you are now. Baby, I'm king. You give yourself full permission to express through your body. It's all over my body. It's thick upon the bone. I'm talking to a feeling, swallowing my whole. I try and shake it off. Don't wanna be machine. Know what I mean? Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't wanna be machine. Know what I mean? Ooh, ooh. Sing with him if you want. Ooh. It's a part of you. It's a part of me. Love is all we have. Love is all we need. Baby, I'm still king. Don't wanna be a machine. Know what I mean? Don't wanna be a machine. I'm setting fire in my life. I'm setting fire in my life. I'm setting fire in my life. Good. Feel every part of you jiggle, wiggle, respond. Okay. And you're standing in your stillness, feeling movement still happening inside. Bringing the hands on the body if that feels good. Hey, guys aced it. Good job. So our little inner child knows exactly what it means to be free, to dance, to express without any fears or judgments. Just letting them come out and play sometimes. Really necessary. Right. When you feel ready, come sitting down. I think we're well warmed up. And stretch your legs straight out in front of you. We're gonna flex the feet, reach the arms up, lift, lengthen, and then hinge forward, letting your hands land wherever they may, taking this forward bend. And we're gonna hold on, maybe to the big toes, maybe to your ankles. And with your breath in, you'll lift the spine, lengthen, exhale, fold. And just like that, we're gonna move up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. Just finding that pulse, that rhythm again, that nice, steady, awesome. Ooh, sorry, that was still really loud. Okay, there's some drums. Inhale, exhale. So that whole back line of the body is kind of like the past, right? It's behind us. We can't really see it, but it's still affecting us, especially if it's tight or there's a lot of stuff holding on, baggage. So just physically releasing some of that back body stuff. Do your best. Just keep moving out of rhythm. Awesome. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, release the hands, melt the head down. And begin to rise up when you're ready, inhaling, and then exhale, roll down, come onto your back. So when you're on your back here, take a moment, feel that peace, sweet, peaceful release. Because it's not gonna be sweet in a second. Sorry. We're gonna work the core, right? So we have all this stuff loosened up now, but we want to get that inner space locked in a little into this new reality. So the core, the third chakra, really great for keeping us on task and connected to, well, what am I trying to get done? So we're going to lift the head and feet 6 inches off of the ground, only 6 inches, keep them floating, and then begin breath of fire with that posture. And we're only going to do it for a minute, and you'll do your best. If you have to drop a foot, do it. Try and stay engaged in it to the degree that you can. And we'll begin. Palms facing the thighs, point the toes, lift the head, the feet, gaze towards the toes. Breath of fire. Good. 6 inches only. Yeah. Stay with it. It's hard, but you're strong. You can do it. And if you need to take a break, drop one foot or the other and alternate, but stay with the breath. Good. 20 seconds to go. You're doing amazing. Stretch, stretch, stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in, hold the posture. Hold the breath, squeeze. Exhale, let it go. Woo, you did it. Feel that, feel what's here. That energy circulate. So when we do hard things, the brain is like, oh, okay, she wants more of me, or he wants more of me. And it starts to turn on in a new way. So good job. And hug the knees into the chest. Take a moment here, just kind of rock it out. Side to side. And then rock up and down the spine. Massaging the whole back lobe, back to shoulders. All right, so come sitting in easy pose. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together in butterfly, holding onto your feet, kind of like wrapping around them. And you can keep your body and your heels as close as comfortable. Inhale, stretch your chest forward, and like pushing your heart, shoulders back, and then exhale, round back. So we're moving, inhale forward, exhale back. Good. Keep with this rhythm. And keep your head straight. So we're not dropping the chin. It's really just in the body that we're moving. Inhale forward, exhale back. So we're definitely releasing the low back and the hips, first and second chakras, where that instinctual self really inhabits a lot of space and energy. We are able to feel grounded and part of this world, or in touch with the things that scare us and sort of take us out of our grounding. About a minute to go. Gently rocking with your breath. As you move and you're focusing internally, experiment with lifting your eyes right in between the eyebrows, kind of grounding your inner drishti, your inner gaze at that point. So we're keeping anchored in the body and also in the intuitive mind. You got those two on, nothing can throw you off, right? They're like deeply connected to intuition and the body. Woo, you're good. And then sit up, inhale, exhale, relax. Pause here and just feel what's here for you. All right, and then come into a plank. So we're gonna do an interesting kind of version of plank where hands are under the shoulders. I'm gonna keep the tops of my feet down and lift my body from the tops of my feet grounded. Then we're gonna drop the hips, coming into a cobra. So depending on how your spine feels, you might want to do a low cobra or a high cobra, somewhere in between. And then you'll press back into plank with the tops of the feet down. Okay. Cobra, inhale, exhale, plank. Good. Inhale, cobra, exhale, plank. Reverse it, sorry, the breath. So you exhale, cobra, inhale, plank. Usually would be different, but this is particularly suited for a different breath. Inhale, plank. Exhale, cobra. Powerful breathing, rhythmic movement. So we're starting to balance the flow of willpower and creative energy. Strengthening your low back, really use your core, right? The belly button, the navel to the spine is going to support your spine. So we're not straining or good. Nice, rhythmic, powerful breathing. Inhaling plank, exhaling cobra. So that makes sense, right? That the exhale is what engages the navel as we back bend. So using that exhale to support your spine as you come into cobra. Good, last 30 seconds. A lot of this repetitive movement, again, it's that rhythm that's created in the body and starts to break through areas that we're kind of like chipping away, if you want to imagine it that way, through that repetition. Nice job. And then relax, come down. Inhale into cobra. And then hold your breath here and apply a root lock. Feel the low belly, pelvic floor lift up and in. And exhale, relax, lower down to the ground. Pause here. You're welcome to also come into child's pose to kind of balance out the low back. Or bend your knees and hinge your feet side to side. Right. So now make your way up into a squat. If you've got tight Achilles or hips or need extra support, feel free to use your blanket under your heels. So that your feet are in full contact with the ground. And then interlace the fingers and place your right thumb in the web of the left thumb. Right. And then for gentlemen, switch that left thumb in the web of the right thumb. So you want to keep your hands there and then begin breath of fire. Good. Opening up that whole lower body. Nice big circulation into your hips, lower intestines. Good. Letting that navel pulse in and out. A little massage into the belly with that breath. Good, really nice. Keep the spine straight, stay in it. You're doing great. Good, keep it going, about a minute to go. And this, as we're in it for a minute, right? Now you're kind of familiar. There's something that's maybe shifting or things starting to speak to you, areas that are getting triggered or touched by this new energy, maybe releasing or starting to feel some kind of way, just send your awareness, your breath there, feel that space, and let it be seen. Be seen in a way that I'm directing healing energy to you. I'm releasing any blockage here that is holding up energy, so all my energy can be on the same page and free flowing. Sometimes we feel pain in our body and we acknowledge it, and then mentally or subconsciously, we're kind of like annoyed by it or resentful or ignoring it. So now we're just going to see it and feel it and heal it. Beautiful. Big breath in. And let it go. Exhale. Good. You can press into a standing forward bend if you'd like. Just kind of shaking it out. Or come laying down on your back directly. We'll all meet laying down. So whenever you're ready, come to the mat. No rush. So as you can see, a lot of stuff moving, a lot of energy flowing. Just take a moment laying down here to integrate and feel that. Okay, so now we're going to do leg lifts. If you know you need support or have lower back sensitivity, bring your hands under your butt and you can go into that sort of adjustment at any point as well. So with the legs together, flex your feet so they're sort of activating your legs. And then inhale, raise both your legs up to 90 degrees. Exhale, lower them back to the ground. Good. Keep that going. Inhale 90 degrees, exhale to the ground. And feel what part of you is working here to do this movement. Engage that low belly. Keep that as your sort of fulcrum of action where you're powering this movement from. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Powerful rhythmic breath and movement. Moving at your pace, but also a steady one, a steady pace. Good job. I love Kundalini because it brings a lot of core work into the practice, which sometimes asana or vinyasa classes can give us that, but you know, we could all use a little more core strength, especially with all the low back issues that tend to creep up on us. Nice. About 30 more seconds. Doing great. This is another great practice for tuning and honing that third chakra, which is going to anchor us also into the intuitive mind and the voice, my sense of authority, personal authority. I know who I am, what I want, and where I'm going. Really amazing place to be. Beautiful. And then take a big breath in. Exhale, relax. Good, you did it. Nice work. And again, feel that in your body. hug those knees into the chest. Give a little rock here to the low back. And then when you feel ready, rock up and come into lay on your stomach. And we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. You can also hold opposite forearms or wrists. Lift your chest, keep your feet down, lift your fists, lift your chest. So you're in this sort of like modified Shalabhasana or locust, and then begin breath of fire. Big opener for the chest. So good to balance out all that rounding forward, a downward energy that comes with phones and whatnot. Also very strengthening for your low back. Now we're starting to move all this energy we've stirred up in the lower body and bring it up, up, up to the upper body, to the intuitive, the instinctual soul self. Good. Keep it going. Feel as though your heart is radiating this energy up and out, spreading through your upper body, your head, and the space around you. Good job. You're doing amazing. Just a little more to go. Do your best. Switch the grip if you feel called to. Keep the chin slightly tucked so the neck is really long. Almost there. Last little bit, 20 more seconds. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, stay here. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, relax. Good job. Let it go. Rest on one cheek. And just feel how all of this energy is now acting in your body. There's some heat in the upper chest. And come onto your back in a relaxation. So we're going to take a little break. Hallelujah. Full Shavasana in just 2 minutes. Let your palms face up, open to receive and release. Feel that earth beneath you supporting all of you. Release into that support. Be held. complete. And distribute the energy from all those practices, hugging the knees into the chest. Slowly begin to move. And you'll kind of really grab a hold of those legs nice and snug, lifting your nose towards your knees and then rocking back and forth. It's this relaxing, rocking on the spine. Find your momentum and rock for a minute here. Balance of surrender and control. Last 10 seconds. And then we're going to rock all the way up into a shoulder stand. Modifying as needed. Go for it. Up into shoulder stand. So rocking back. Use that momentum to lift the hips up over the shoulders. Hands support your low back. Elbows wiggle in towards each other. And then with that lift happening and a lot of that weight on your elbows and shoulders, lifting from the low back, the tailbone through the heels, through the toes. Good. We can do waterfall as well here if you want to keep that low back grounded on the earth. And we're just going to begin breath of fire here. Wonderful. Supporting that weight if you're in the full shoulder stand, keeping that chin pressed gently into your chest. So this is going to open up that whole upper spine. And we're moving all this energy into these new energy pathways that we've been working and clearing and opening up. Of course, this also works on the thyroid, parathyroid, such a nice little balance for the metabolic function. So we can process all the things, be they emotional input, food, etc. All the things we take in so much these days. Nice job. Beautiful rhythm. You're here for another 30 seconds. Almost there. Doing great. Good. Last little bit. And then keep the breath of fire going. Bring your knees towards your nose and bring your feet behind the head into plow pose. Plow, lifting the hips and keeping the pointed toes on the ground. You can bend your knees if you have to. And then bring your arms to the ground if you can. If you want to keep the hands on the low back for support, keep them there. Otherwise, you can bring them down to the ground. Beautiful. Really stretching those feet back towards the doors. Awesome. One more minute. You've been really going for it. This is the last of Breath of Fire, of this effortful kind of practicing. And even though it is effortful, can you find the ease in your inner world that you're just kind of flowing through this? No thing, no big deal. Just letting that breath take you on that rhythmic journey. Awesome. Okay, last 10 seconds. Keep it going carefully. Stretch your legs a little bit further away from your torso if you can. If you're still in the plow, feel that stretch in your upper back. Awesome. Inhale, big breath. And then exhale, slowly relax the breath and gently bending the knees towards you. Roll the spine down. Release it vertebra by vertebra. Slow descent. Relaxing on your back. Keep the knees bent if that feels supportive. Stretch the legs straight. Resting here. Sweet. Bring your knees into your chest when you're ready. Deep breath. And then rock up to sit. Okay, last thing before we go into Shavasana. How's everyone doing? Are you okay? That was a lot of breath fire. Okay, so we're gonna sit in hero pose. Kundalini yogis call it celibate pose, but essentially you're gonna bring your hips between your heels. So it's a big stretch in the thighs and the knees. This is where your blanket will come in handy, or your cushion if you need extra support. Get it, use it so you can be comfortable and seated without hurting anything or causing more issues than we're solving here. Okay, so this is a practice called Sat Kriya, and we usually do it sitting on the heels, but given the nature of the theme for our class today, with the lower chakras really being a key part of grounding, this pose definitely gets us into that sort of lower hip area. So the hands are together, fingers interlace, and your pointer fingers extend up. For ladies, left thumb crosses over the right or feminine energy, and right thumb over the left for men. So whatever energy you're kind of wanting to work with. Bring your arms up to straight, hugging your ears, and really feeling that sort of lift, right? You want to keep that lift going. And then we're going to chant Sat, and I pull my belly button towards the spine. If you're on your cycle, don't do that part. Just chant without the navel engagement. So we're not over stimulating that upward energy. And then Nam, I relax it. So it goes Sat, Nam, and it's sort of chill, downward energy. Good. Bring those arms up. Nice, Katie. And I'm going to play a little track for us. You can bring the arms down if you want. Save yourself a few seconds of that work. This is, okay, so about this practice, it's often included in this, what are called kriyas, which is what we're doing now, these like recipes of practice, doing one thing after the other. But you can also do it alone as its own practice, 3 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, and then take a nice long rest afterwards. So good if you're feeling like stuck and sludgy and confused and sort of like unable to act in the ways that you want. Like yesterday, I had so much work to do, and I was like, I need to nap, which sometimes you need to do that, but also if you've been in that space and you feel stuck, kind of needing a way to wake back up, super good practice for that. Okay, so we want to chant steady. You can tend to speed up with this, so it's good to have a little track to practice with. Let's do it. Sat, nam, sat, nam, sat, nam. Truth is my name. Sat, it's my essence. Quality of the spirit soul is sat, eternal truth. Sat, nam, 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 sat. Good. Keep it going. Straight and tall. Sat, nam, 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 sat, nam Set. Set. Good. Little bit left. Set. Set. 10 seconds. Set. 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 Beautiful. Inhale, big breath. Squeeze all the muscles from your butt all the way up your back mentally. Allow this energy to flow through the top of your skull. Feel that lift. Exhale, relax. Nice. And then come onto your hands and knees. You can move the blanket around or open it up and come laying down for Shavasana, final relaxation. Welcome to really ground. Place the blanket under the knees perhaps, or let it rest on you so you feel that anchor into deep rest. This practice, integrate here. You've done so much beautiful work applying your focus. Listening, the siddhas, the spiritual teachers, the heroic warriors, the yogic masters. Listening, the earth, its support, and the Akashic ethers. Listening, the oceans, the lands of the world, and the nether regions of the underworld. Listening, death cannot even touch you. O Nanak, the devotees are forever in bliss. Listening, pain and sin are erased. When you feel ready, start to breathe a little deeper. Listening to here in the body. Starting to gently move ankles and wrists, circling out the joints. Ready, inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, the knees to the chest. Dropping your knees to the left into a little spinal twist. And then back through center to the other side. Back into center. Bring the palms together and the feet together and rub the feet, rub the hands. Just kind of waking back up all the way. And then hug the knees, rock up and down a few times, coming into easy pose. And we'll close our practice with a mantra and a song. So this song is called Long Time Sun. And if you know it, please sing along. I offer this song to our human family, that we may hold those who are suffering, whether a great distance or close to us, whether in our thoughts or in our arms. May they feel the prayers of light and really the cessation of their suffering. That's right. That's right. All right, here we go. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. Galio. Galio. Chant a long sut, short nam, affirming that actually my identity is a spirit soul having a human experience. I am truth. That is my name. Sa. Peace to all, love to all, light to all. We bow to all of you. Great job today. Thank you so much for letting me guide you and serve you tonight or today. And hope to see you again soon. Hope that wasn't too intense for you. But you know, like power flow is also intense. That's what we're here for. Feel like we get it, we opt in for it, and then it